Oh yeah, there was a famous story where how he got killed was there was a sort of a very thin rubber shiny mirror, and the actor would be running along, hit his mark, the camera would shoot into the mirror the actor's reflection, and the prop man at the back would pull a rubber handle so it looked like your body was being convex, concave, something like that. So on one particular take, the Dalek was going exterminate, 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 and the actor ran onto his position. The prop man went to pull the mirror, and the handle came off. So the camera was shooting, the mirror was just, it wasn't wobbling at all. And the Dalek was going exterminate, exterminate, and the actor was going, well, I can't do any acting because and in the end, the Dalek voice said, shit, Mr. Bugger.
Was to take us to a planet on the outermost fringes of the galaxy.
Seen some scary creatures. Met interesting people.
Just a moment. What's going on around here?
And been in one or two sticky situations.
Go ahead, kill us.
Luckily, it was only make-believe.
Jamie, I hope you made those ropes secure.
Oh, the king of the beasts himself couldn't get out of that one.
Doctor Who, only on the tube. Apart from horses, you know, I breed race horses at home, and I've ridden 2 or 3 winners on the flat, and I enjoy that. My second sport is cricket. I play for the Lord's Taverners and the Bunburys, 2 cricket charity teams. And I played, actually, I'm an honorary member of the Australian Taverners because 2 years ago, the Australian Lord's Taverners came to England to play the English Taverners, and I had an Australian tie on. So our captain, John Price, who used to play for Middlesex in England, said, all right, Hines, you can go and play for the bloody Australians, you're wearing a bloody tie. So I played for the Australian team, but I was given this Kookaburra shirt, which the Lord's Taverners don't have, but the Australian Taverners do. And Terry Jenner was in the team, and Paul Sheehan was in the team, and he was the captain. And I took a couple of wickets, I'm pleased to say, and Paul Sheehan, I told him where, I bowl spin, and I told him where to stand. He said, well, can I stand here? I said, no, just stand by the flag there on the boundary. And I tossed one up, and David Harvey hit one, and Paul Sheehan went down his throat. He said, well, Frazer, I've heard some flaming field placement, but that takes the biscuit. It went right down my throat. Not in the Grand Nash, that's a tough one. I'd like to ride a winner of the Derby, which I'll never do because it's for professional jockeys, and I was an amateur jockey. But I don't think I'd like to do the Grand National. Those fences, even though they've modified them, they're still very big. I've done a lot of jumping. I've got a couple of old hunters at home. I've jumped in show jumping and stuff like that. But no, I don't think the Grand National.
Continuing next on UKTV, Doctor Who.
Not at all. In fact, I always kept the kilt. And after about the 4th or 5th story, you know, they said, do you want to lose the kilt now and start wearing trousers? And I said, no, because the minute I start wearing trousers, I'll start wearing jeans and cowboy boots. Then I'll start wearing my own cowboy boots, then my own clothes, and suddenly it'd just be Frazer Hines with an accent. I wanted to keep this quirkiness. Patrick in his baggy trousers and his tailcoat, his top hat. Jamie in the kilt. I wanted, as we stepped out the TARDIS, I wanted those weird creatures, so to speak. Otherwise, if I just wore ordinary clothes, and Victoria in the crinoline, I was always sad that they made her wear a miniskirt because it would have been lovely to keep this Victorian girl in the crinoline. So I always kept the kilt, and even though they said you can get out of it now, sort of thing, I always wanted to keep it, even when I had to fight Kemal the Turk. I was a bit worried about camera angles and stuff like that only because Jamie was a true Highlander and would not wear anything under his kilt. But we were okay with that fight, and we just covered all angles. Very much so, yeah. He was an eccentric. In fact, the shoes he wore as the Doctor, his hush puppies, they were his own hush puppies. So he wore them to rehearsals, in the studio as the Doctor. Those are his shoes. He never liked giving interviews because he said, once I take the clothes of the Doctor off, I'm Patrick Troughton. He never wanted to do chat shows and stuff like that because he wanted to be Patrick Troughton in real life and the Doctor on Saturday afternoons, at 5 o'clock till 5:30. But he was great fun to work with. We used to sort of tease him a lot, Wendy Padbury and myself. We used to send him up and tease him. We used to tease the girls as well. The girls got teased more than Patrick did, I suppose. He reminded me of one, is it Moe in Three Stooges with that Beatle haircut? So when I did Jamie originally, I had a sort of a 1746 hair, swept back on the ponytail. And when I became a member of the TARDIS crew, I then became like Patrick, and I had the sort of the Beatles haircut as well. So Jamie wanted to be like the Doctor. No, never have been. I've never gone into the Star Trek. I've never been a Trekkie or anything like that. Like there's sci-fi books you can see at airports. I've never sort of read. I like reading biographies and true stuff, but no, never read any sci-fi.